Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. So today I have a slightly more casual video for you guys. I just wanted to sit down and talk about items that are on my wish list currently, or groups of items that are on my wish list, and like my plans for purchasing in the future and stuff like that. And I want it to be very like chatty and casual, and what I have on my mind for purchasing over the year and stuff like that. So I am going to be looking down at my cell phone a few times during this video just because I took notes. Because although this is going to be a very casual video, there are a few places that I want to go in terms of subjects and stuff like that. I'm going to start by talking about my plans on purchases for the year. So am I on a no buy? Am I on a low buy? What's going on with that? So I'm pretty much on a low buy. I'm not on a no buy, but I'm in a rather strict low buy. So far I have only purchased beauty products once since the beginning of the year, and it was this month. I needed to get a new moisturizer from Sephora because I was out of all of my nighttime moisturizer and all of my samples. So I purchased one, and then I purchased an extra little item just to get the free shipping. It made more sense. I think it was like $7 short, so it made more sense to purchase an extra item than to pay the shipping fees. Other than that, I think I purchased like one extra item that was not necessary and that I kind of regret purchasing. It was a under eye brightener from the drugstore, and I don't really like it, but regardless, other than that, I haven't purchased anything. I've been quite good about it. So for the months to come, I have set a few like rules on what I can and cannot get. If I completely finish a product category, I am allowed to repurchase it. If I run out of shampoo, I'm gonna go buy. If I run out of, let's say, body wash or stuff like that, I can totally do it. Then otherwise, I have like few periods during the year that I'm okay purchasing. And I'm just gonna look down because I've written down my rules and I don't know them on top of my head. First off, in April and November, as well as maybe December, I am allowing myself to do some purchases at Sephora. So April, there's usually a sale. November, there's usually a sale. And then December is if they have like that coupon that we sometimes get, that like we have like $20 or $25 off of a $50 purchase. Those are going to be reasons that I'm going to allow myself to shop at Sephora exclusively, because those sales are specific to Sephora. In Canada, we don't have Ulta, so like Ulta sales, we don't really have to deal with those. So that's really like my allowed periods. So the 3 sales I'm okay with purchasing. I'm definitely going to have to budget how much I'm planning to purchase on all of those occasions, but I am allowing myself to purchase on all of those occasions. I'm thinking, although it's not like set in stone, but for a next month's sale, I'm thinking that I'll have like a $150 budget tops, and that may be the same thing for November, excluding Christmas gifts if I do purchase Christmas gifts. After that, I have September, June, and maybe November or December. So in June is my birthday month, so I am allowing myself to do some purchases during my birthday month. Then December if there are sales in a specific shop that I want to be shopping at. And then same thing for September. September, technically, I'm going to go back to work in September part-time. So then I'll start having a little bit more income, and I will treat myself to a gift. So June, September, and probably December, I will be allowing myself to do some purchases based basically on the sales. In June, my purchase might be delayed a little bit because we are planning to go down to the States somewhere this summer. We're planning to go to Old Orchard Beach, so if we end up going, I might keep my money from June and spend it while we're in the United States, because there are lots of brands that I don't have access to here, and I will be shopping then. If we don't end up going, then I will let myself shop wherever I want, whenever I want. So these are my purchases during the year, and then I might treat myself to a few like $20 shopping or something like that if I have like extra income that's coming, if I do little contracts on the side or stuff like that and I have a little bit of money, or if, for instance, I get some money back from Ebates or something like that, then it's not really my money, so I don't really mind spending it, so I might purchase like a few things for myself through the money that I get back from Ebates or stuff like that. But otherwise, these are the times that I am allowing myself to shop. And as I mentioned, I'm gonna have to budget the amounts that I shop each time, just because I don't want to overspend, but I am planning on spending only on these 6 occasions. So that's for the when. Now I'm going to be talking a little bit about the what. What's on my wish list, what's on my mind. Some items I'm going to go specifically into, but for the most part it's going to be like categories of products that I'm interested in, and I want to like make it kind of a back and forth, almost like a conversation. So I would like to get your input in the description bar below, like what are your must-haves from that category and stuff like that. I want it to be like a friendly girl talk. That's not something that I usually do, but I'm testing it out today. Let me know if you like it or not. First category of items that I want to purchase is single eyeshadows. Through my 111 palettes, I've realized that there is one thing that I dislike about palettes, and is that they all have there's a few shades that come around in each and every single palette. And I rarely take out only one palette. I usually take out my Big Z palettes and play with the whole thing. So I use my palettes as a whole collective and not as like one single palette. So having multiples of the same eyeshadow is kind of an annoyance to me, and I feel like I'm paying for nothing since I already have the shadow or a similar shadow in my collection. And there are specific shades that I'm kind of missing. Right now there is one palette that is really on my mind, and it's the Anastasia Modern Renaissance palette. But I'm thinking that honestly, like when I look at the palette, there are maybe like 4 shades that I would actually really want that I don't have in my collection. And so I'm thinking about getting like singles instead of full palettes, just to get like the pieces that are missing from the looks I'm craving. Currently I'm craving purple, burgundies, and those types of colors. I've had a few in the past, but I've pretty much gone through most of them. I think that I have like 2 darker purple, like one brownish purple, one more straight up purple, and then I have like matte cranberry. These are all of my shades from that like color family, and I really like purple on me. It's really pretty, so I want to purchase a few singles from that set of colors, like purples and burgundies. Then I would like a navy blue eyeshadow, like when you just want a little bit of something that is not completely neutral, just a little bit. I'm thinking I would like that. The only one that I've seen is in a palette, and it's in the Lorac Pro 2 palette. There's a navy in there, but otherwise I haven't seen a navy single, like I haven't seen a navy eyeshadow anywhere except from in palettes. So I would really like to get just a single eyeshadow as a navy. If you have any recommendation, I want it to be pretty much matte or satin, because I would like to use it like a liner, or like just something when I want to just give it a little bit of color but not too much. I'm thinking that that would be a perfect idea. In that same line, I would also get a forest green eyeshadow, ideally a matte or a satin. I think that there are a few mattes that I can get from different brands. That one will be easier, but the navy, I have no clue where to find that. Aside from that, I would like to get a shimmery lid shade that doesn't have too much fallout. I love Sidecar from the Naked One palette, but the fallout was terrible. So I would like a shade that is similar to that, or a shade that is similar to Primavera from the Anastasia Modern Renaissance palette. It looks beautiful, but I don't want to get the full palette just for that shade. So I would like a shade that has the same tones as these two, but as a single eyeshadow. Also, there is something weird about this, but I love the look of a palette, a Z palette filled with single eyeshadows. I don't know why. It never occurred to me that I was like in love with that look, but it looks so... The OCD person in me loves the way that a palette filled with single eyeshadow looks. So I would like for my palettes to have like one with single eyeshadows and then one with my depotted palettes. I'm not sure, but I don't know. I like the look of it. I know it's stupid, but I think that I want to aim towards getting more singles and less palettes in the future, just because I don't want to have repeats of my shades. As far as the brands for these different eyeshadows, I've been looking at Makeup Geek because they have a ton of selection and most of the shades that I want to get they have. I'm also looking at MAC because honestly in Canada MAC is pretty much the same price as Makeup Geek because once you convert the duties and everything and then you pay for the shipping, they pretty much are equivalent. So for me, getting Makeup Geek or MAC is pretty much the same thing. Then I am interested in the ColourPop eyeshadows, like their new pressed eyeshadows. I'm interested in trying those out as well, and I've heard that Anastasia single and Makeup Forever singles are out of this world, so there are also shades that I would like to try out. For the Anastasia and the Makeup Forever, I can get those at Sephora during the sale, so they're going to be part of that. And then otherwise, like the ColourPop, Makeup Geek or MAC, are going to have to fit in other purchases that I'm allowing myself throughout the year. And that, talking about ColourPop, I have been wanting to try the ColourPop product for years now. I'm not interested in their liquid lipsticks and stuff like that. I hate liquid lipsticks. They are drying on my lips. My lips are pretty wrinkly and they look terrible all of the time. I'm really interested in their lippy sticks. I don't really do lip pencils, so it's really the lippy sticks that interest me. And then I would like to try their Super Shock eyeshadows. In the Super Shock eyeshadows, I would like to get two shades that have a sheen. I would like something that is like more cool tone and then one more warm tone, so that I could use those as a base. I don't have any cream bases. The only like cream base that I have is in the pen form. I've never had like those pots or anything like that, so I would like to try them either from ColourPop or from other brands, like the MAC paint pots. I've never had any of those, so those are also like products that I would like to try out. Then for lip products, there are two types of lip products I would like to get. I would like to get a berry lip color. I don't have anything that's like purplish berry but wearable in my collection anymore. The only one that I had, I decluttered at the end of last year because it had gone bad. And I want it to be from the drugstore because I feel like I have too many like ion products. I would like something from the drugstore now. So either a lip gloss or a like regular lipstick that is not matte. I don't do mattes anymore, but I would like to get that. So like something that is wearable and purplish, I would really like to get my hands on. If you have any recommendations, I am all about that because at some point this year I will be purchasing a purplish type of color. I won't purchase it during the summer or the spring. I'm really planning on purchasing during the fall because that's when I tend to gravitate a little bit more towards my purples and my berries and all of those shades. Then for other items that I would like to get for lip products, I've been really interested about the Clinique chubby sticks. I've never tried any of them. I have one like lip pencil, like chubby lip pencil, and it is from a Canadian brand called Annabelle, and it was really inexpensive, but I do like the format of this. I've been really curious to try the Clinique ones, and they came out with a set with Crayola. There's like a 4-pack, and I don't know, I'm thinking about getting it next month, although I definitely don't need any more lip products. I still really like lip products, so I might actually pick that up. If you've tried it, let me know how you like it because that's one that I'm interested in trying out. There are other lip products, by the way, on my like Sephora wish list, but these are the ones that I really want to get, like that I have an urge to get in a more recent, in a more nearby future. I like to get a blush in a stick form. I've had one in the past. I've had two in the past. I didn't love the formula or the staying power of them, but I like that format. Like sometimes it's just enough. I feel like it has a beautiful sheen because it's not as dry on the cheeks. And I don't know, nobody ever talks about them anymore. There used to be some from at the drugstore from Maybelline, and now they've been discontinued, at least in Canada, so I cannot get my hands on them. I would ideally like to have them from the drugstore because they're less expensive and cream products tend to go bad. So I would like to get them from the drugstore, but I haven't found anything. Let me know if you have any like good recommendation for stick blushes from the drugstore or not too expensive ones from Sephora. I would also like to know that because I've been craving a stick form of blush. Other product categories that I am craving currently, one is like face, something to unify my skin a little bit. In most of my videos, including today, I am not wearing foundation. I'm not a big foundation person. Sometimes I will use powder foundation, like my Bare Minerals Mineral Foundation. That's something that I use from time to time, but for the most part, I'm rarely wearing it. On a day-to-day basis, I never wear it. Sometimes to film, I'm a little bit more conscious about my skin, but most of the time I just don't wear it. My skin is not too bad, honestly. Like I have a little bit of discoloration around my eyes due to pregnancy, and then underneath my eyes I have terrible dark circles and a little bit of unevenness. Like I've never had issues with my cheeks being red, but now with the hormones and everything, they are a little bit redder than the rest of my face. So I would like something to just even it out a little bit. So I'm not looking for a foundation. I'm definitely looking more for a BB cream. I don't want to have something that has, like there are some BB creams that have pretty much as much coverage as a foundation. That's not what I'm into. I'm really into like a light coverage BB cream, tinted moisturizer, something like that. Or a very light coverage foundation. I want something that almost like acts as a skincare item that you don't feel on your skin after a few hours. I hate when foundation like feels tacky and sticky, and I hate the fact that I am always worried about it like transferring on like the baby when I'm kissing him, on my clothes, on stuff like that. So I want something that won't transfer, that is going to set very quickly and feel almost like it's not there. There is a brand in Canada that I've heard a really great thing about, and it's the brand Marcel. They have a few different BB creams, so I might look into one of those. Otherwise, I've heard that Dr. Jart and Bare Minerals BB creams were really decent. Or the other one that I have on my maybe list is MAC Face and Body, because it's supposed to be such a lightweight product with light coverage. So those are pretty much the products I'm trying. If you've tried any of them and you have opinions on them, let me know, because I am going to purchase that item at some point within the summer, and I would like to know which are good and which are not so good. So these are the 4 that I'm kind of looking into. Then the last items that I have on my wish list are nail polishes. I've been doing the polish pics since last month. I uploaded my first video last week. I will link it down below if you're interested. But basically I'm going through my entire nail polish collection, wearing every single one of my nail polishes and decluttering the one that I don't like. That being said, there are still polishes in my wish list. I'm a polish addict. Honestly, my makeup weaknesses, nail polish is really one of the top weaknesses that I have, and since it doesn't go bad as fast, I don't mind having a few more. The same thing as for like eyeshadow and blushes. It's not as bad as with lip products, because they're powders and then the nail polishes tend to last for a very long time as well, so I don't feel as bad having a little bit of extra. I want to love every single one of them that I have, but I don't mind having a few extras. I feel like I have too much right now, but I'm thinking that I will declutter at least 10% of what I have, maybe even more, so that I'm okay with purchasing the ones that I am actually missing. I am missing the shades that I'm also starting to really narrow down what I like and what I don't like in terms of nail polishes. I've realized that I love pastel colors in the spring. In the fall time, I like deeper nail polishes. Not every single type of color, but I like deeper nail polishes like vampire shades. And then in the summertime, I like brights. And overall, in my mid-tone type color in my brights, I like pinks, peaches, purples, and pink, peaches, purples, oranges, and a little bit of yellow. These are the shades that I go for. I don't really love blues or greens on myself, except if they are super dark or super light. In between, I really don't love them. And the colors that I'm like missing in my collection are glittery nudes. I want to get one of those. I like the idea of a glittery nude because it has a pop without being without being too much. That's something that I'm missing in my collection. Then I don't have really any peaches aside from the one that I have on my nail, but I will be talking about that one in my next polish pics. Formula is terrible. So that one, once I declutter it, I want to replace it because I love the color so much, but I hate the formula. There are a few other polishes that I know I will be decluttering because of the formula that I love the color of, so that I would be repurchasing at some point. So in the like brights category, there are a few shades that I feel like I'm missing, like for the summertime, like those beautiful shades. Model's Own as a Polish for Dance collection that comes back every single year, and honestly I'm a sucker for that collection. They are beautiful and I crave a few of them. And then I am missing like a mid-tone purple. I'm thinking about Essie's Florista, because the mid-tone purple that I had was cool tone, and I also think that's a lot more pink and warm than what I had previously in my collection. So this is pretty much it for the items that I have on my wish list right now. As I mentioned, they're not necessarily specific items, but if since I've talked about burgundy shades and purpley shades from a few different brands, if you have, like, for example, you have a Makeup Geek purple that you think is amazing and a must-have, leave that down below so that I'll know like a few ideas of which ones to go through. I have like a list of a few that I'm thinking about, but I would like to get your guys' opinion on which ones are really must-have and which ones are duds and stuff like that. It's, as I mentioned, it's really casual, talking about what is on my wish list right now. If you have items on your wish list currently, leave them down below. I'm curious to know what you guys are wanting to purchase and stuff like that, or if you have like a set list for the Sephora VIB sale, for the Sephora sale in April, like let me know as well. I know that from the Sephora sale in April I have a few staples that I want to purchase then also, and I'm also thinking about a brush. I'm thinking about getting the Bobbi Brown blush brush. I'm not 100% satisfied with my blush application, and I'm thinking that a new brush might kind of fix that, and I would like something that has kind of a paddle shape. So that one is the one that's the most accessible to me, that is not over the top expensive. It is expensive, don't get me wrong, but it's not like totally over the top in terms of price if I am considering it as a treat for myself. So this is it for this video. Let me know if you enjoyed the format or not. The other thing that I want to purchase this year that is kind of beauty related is new lighting. I have been really disappointed lately about the way that my videos look. I have a decent camera. I have a Canon T3i, which is really decent. I've changed the lighting up at the top to have something that is a little brighter, so that I could film at night. And I've also purchased a new editing software, so I now can do a few more things with editing, but I still feel like my video quality is really not that great. Like, I feel like sometimes my videos are super blurry and I have no clue what I'm doing wrong. I'm watching tons and tons of videos on how to set up my camera, and then the editing software, I'm trying to learn on that. But I would like to like really amp up my game as far as video quality, because I am disappointed what it looks like most of the time. So like, by the way, if you have comments like, oh, in this video the lighting was good, when you're watching a video and if you think that the lighting is better than the previous one or worse or stuff like that, leave it down below. I won't take it badly, but it's going to help me a little bit figure out what works out and what doesn't work out when I'm editing and stuff like that. Because most of the time when I'm editing, like on the editing software, it looks flawless, and then I upload it to YouTube and I don't really check it then, and then I go to comment, like somebody writes a comment about whatever, and then I go to reply, and then I see my video and I'm like, oh my gosh, the quality is awful, what happened? So I'm trying to like figure that out, but I'm thinking that maybe sometime this summer or in the fall I would like to get some either a ring light or like a soft boxes or something like that to help with the lighting. Because it's rare that I have time to film during the daytime, so I rarely have access to natural like daylight, and I'm either gonna try to amp up the lighting or the lens on the camera. I don't know, I need to like figure that out. So that's another purchase on my purchases that I want to make this year. So this is it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Have a great day.